What's up? Michael Everett here, head trader at True Trading Group. September 20th, another home run short Roku. I've shorted Roku every day for the last 3 days. Wednesday was a home run. I lost money yesterday, and today was another home run. Roku and Netflix, they both got crushed today. Roku, a firm, Pivotal Research. I'm not familiar with them. I don't know who they are. Never heard of them before. But Pivotal Research came out with a sell rating on Roku and a $60 price target, highlighting intense competition entering the marketplace. And Roku just sold off all day long. No real bounce attempt. Netflix sold off with it also, not nowhere near as bad as Roku, but Netflix had a nasty day today too. And today was just a home run. I'm going to go over this trade with you, but I want to talk just a little bit. If you haven't seen my videos in the last 2 days, please go back and watch them. Watch the video from Wednesday, which was the home run short. Watch the video from yesterday, which is where I explained to you guys how I lost money shorting Roku. And then now we're going to go into this video. What I want you to take from this is, I tell TTG members this all the time. Do not give up so easily on a good trade idea, because the trade idea that I had yesterday worked out today. So if you watch the video from yesterday, I talk about this 128 level. Okay, I talk about this 128 level yesterday. Okay, there it is. Okay, right here. Here it is. Here's this 128 level. So yesterday I was looking for Roku to break down below 128. I shorted Roku right there yesterday, and I covered it right there, and I took a loss on the trade. Okay, but then coming into today, we have the news, well, the headline or whatever, the sell rating and a $60 price target, and you get this gap down. But we gap down where? Now below this 128 level. So coming into the day today, on the watch list was Roku short. We talked about the pre-market game plan. Guys, with this gap down, we're gapping down to 126, 127. I said if Roku cannot get back above 128, 128.50, if you can't get back above this line you see right there on your screen, I'm getting short Roku. I'm looking for it. We've got more room to the downside. It's exactly what we said. Let's zoom in. Well, right off the bell, we sold off. We sold off. Let me zoom this in so you can see this a little bit better. Okay, right off the bell, we opened and sold off. This thing opened at the high of the day. So that's how aggressive the selling pressure was. Right off the bell, this thing sold off. Real heavy. I mean, look at that volume off the bell. Look at that volume. Look at this huge sell-off from 128 all the way down to 121, right off the bell. Now, I didn't chase this thing down here. I didn't get short, in here in this move, because I don't trade or I don't chase momentum off the bell. When you chase momentum off the bell, whether it's to the long side or to the short side, that's when you can really get hurt, because you're usually entering your trade so far away from where your stop loss is going to be. That's why I don't chase momentum. In this case, it would have worked to chase the momentum, but it's not my style. It's not how I trade. It's not what I do. But I waited for Roku to settle down that initial sell-off, put in an initial low, and develop a pattern. I like to wait and trade off the pattern. When trading off a pattern, it's so much easier to manage your risk. Okay, it's hard to keep your risk under control when you're chasing momentum. All right, so I waited for this Roku to give us a setup. And what you start to notice here, as I draw out our Fibonacci retracement levels. Okay, here's our Fibonacci retracement level. Let me make this a little easier for you guys to see. Okay, there we go. So here's your Fibonacci retracement levels. And I want you to notice right here you see resistance at the 23.6 Fibonacci level. Okay, there's resistance at the 23.6 Fibonacci level. But then as I pull this over, look what we have here. VWAP and the trade line. So now we've got the 23.6 Fibonacci level, we've got VWAP, and we've got the trade line all lining up at the exact same price level. Okay, you also see, the heavy volume on the sell-off. Okay, so I'm saying to myself, there's my level. Okay, there's my level. Now I'm going to look for a trade line VWAP crossover to ignite this out of this bear flag. This is a little bit of a bear flag pattern. This is a bear flag right here. See this? Okay. We shorted. This bear flag was the basis of the trade from Wednesday's video. If you didn't see that, go back and watch it. It's a bear flag pattern that we traded on Wednesday. Was a home run short. Did it again today. Home run short on the bear flag. Okay. Now I'm looking for the trade line VWAP crossover to the downside to ignite this move, break down out of the bear flag, and continue lower. Okay. So I'll take you guys to my trade announcements. Here you guys can see at 9:56 a.m. short Roku at 122.08. Stop loss 123.50. Why 123.50? That's this level. Okay, let me delete the lines from the bear flag. That's this level, the 23.6 fib VWAP trade line, and here's your trade line VWAP crossover. So there's my stop loss. If Roku did this, I'm out of that position. Okay, but that's not what happened. We got the trade line VWAP cross, and that pushed Roku down to a new low of the day right here. Right there, guys, was my entry at 122.08. Okay, so there's the entry at 122.08. We broke through the low of the day. Right here was my first take profit. Take you back to my trade announcement so you guys can see took some profit, covered Roku 119.42. Then we extended a little bit lower. Right here's my next take profit, 117.75. And then I held on to about 20% of the position for a final take profit right there, 114.60. And I still left a ton on the, guys, this is a home run. I had good size from 122 down to 114. This was a home run. And I still left, look how much I still left on the table. Look at that. Another $10. This thing went all the way down to 104. I did not expect Roku to get down to 104 today. No way. I thought we were going to get to like 112.50, 113. That's it. I thought Roku was going to find support right in this area. Okay, that's what I thought. And because when I take you guys here, I'll take you to the daily chart, show you why that was my target area, because that was this little previous resistance, this little structure right here. Okay, so I thought we were going to find some resistance right there, but we went all the way down, okay, to close this gap. That's insane. We actually talked about this gap early in the day, and I even said, I go, guys, I was like, I don't think Roku's got a chance to fill this gap. I mean, that would be such a huge down move. I was like, I think that's maybe being a little bit too greedy. Joke's on me, because we went right down to close that gap almost to the penny. I mean, this is just such a bloodbath of a day. Look at the volume bar. Look at this volume bar. 65 million shares traded today, okay, on Roku, the most ever. Heaviest volume day ever, was an absolute bloodbath, down 26 bucks. I left a ton on the table, but it was still a home run. So really to take from this, guys, this is a really good follow-up. Another bear flag pattern that paid us, big time in Roku, but also, the mental lessons and that kind of stuff is don't give up on good trade ideas so easily. I could have been just pissed off that I lost money in Roku yesterday, not looked at it today, but the same concept still applied. That 128 level was still in play. I was just a day early with the follow through. Sure, I got help with the sell rating and the $60 price target, but that level was still there. Okay, and the idea was still there, and I was still able to capitalize on it. And, this is why it's also important to cut your losses quickly. Like yesterday, I was wrong and lost money, but I cut my losses quickly, and it was a very manageable loss. And then I come back today, when you hit a home run, it well more than makes up what you lose on the losing trade. I mean, this wasn't just a single or a double. This was a home run, just like it was on Wednesday. So Roku has become like my new Beyond Meat. When Beyond Meat was going crazy, I traded that thing every day. Like there was like a 5-day stretch. I traded Beyond Meat every single day. Now you're seeing it in Roku. This is now 3 days in a row that I traded Roku. And with this volatility, I'm going to continue to trade it. It's going to be on my watch list on Monday. We'll see what happens on Roku. We'll see where there's opportunity. And I'm not even trading options on this. I'm just trading the stock itself. But if you have a small account, you can trade the options as well. And this thing is super volatile. It's moving around like crazy. So, congrats to those who caught this Roku short. It was a big one. And if, like I said, if you missed those 2 other videos, go back and check them out. It's yesterday's video and Wednesday's video. They're both about Roku. Okay, so really, that's what it's been about for me, and I'm sticking with it because this volatility is just awesome. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I'll see you all in chat on Monday. Take care.